Hey, it's John, small town, small time reseller, coming to you from a new, and well, it's not the new part of the house, it's always been here, but from a new spot for this video kind of thing that I'm doing here. So this was up until last week, my son's room. He moved out, got his own place in Lake Jackson, actually. And so he's got a really nice place. Very proud of him, very happy about that, but I'm also kind of sad, of course, because, gone. But he took everything with him, so there was this empty room. And what's a guy to do? What's an eBayer to do with an empty room? So I took all the books off the dining room table, got some bookshelves, and you can see everything behind me here. That's what is currently listed on eBay, and I've got this stuff here to still go through and list. So I've got I do have some empty shelving right there. So yeah, so this is my new spot. But I'm glad to have it. And obviously my son was a Cleveland Browns fan, more than just a little disconcerting. But what are you gonna do? You gotta love him, right? I mean, I think you do. That's what I've been told, at least. Where's my list of books? Here it is. Hold on. Oh, okay. So, I did still manage to sell a few things. 10 books since the last video. And some, like I was saying, I went a few days without selling any. And then I, started listening some more, and I sold a couple just today, in fact. So, kind of make up for that. So I ended up selling 10 books for $254.66. So an average of $25.47 average. So let's go through them, right? I'm going to stand over here so I can put the picture over there. All right. So the first one that sold, Charlotte Moss, A Visual Life, Scrapbooks, Collages, and Inspirations. This went for $28 to a buyer in New York. I'd heard about this whole scrapbooking thing, and lo and behold, it's true. So I picked this one up because of, that, and yeah, I ended up selling for 28 bucks. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. That was a Goodwill Bins pickup. The next one is also Goodwill Bins, Location of Culture by Homi Bhabha. This one out for $13.50, and it just had a cool look to it. It looked different. It was nonfiction. I thought it looked interesting, and so that's why I picked it up. And yeah, it sold for $13.50 to Ohio. All right, so the next one is my lesson learned. It's a learning opportunity for me this week, and this was it. So I picked up this at the Goodwill Bins. It said Everyman's Study Bible, and it was in a case, and the case had some tape and a little bit of damage. I opened it up and I saw a Bible inside, the Everyman Study Bible. And I did no further research, and I should have. So I listed it as an Everyman Study Bible. I sold it as such. It got delivered as such. But when the buyer opened up, they realized that it was not a study Bible. It was just a regular Bible, and that's not what they wanted. So they requested a refund or return it, and I accepted it. And I looked it up. Actually, one of the pictures I had in my listing showed the back of the Bible that was inside. It had an ISBN number. So I looked up that ISBN number, and yeah, it's just like a regular kind of, I think it's selling for like $6 to $8. And so this one sold for $18, so it's obviously not what the people wanted. And I should have just let them keep it and just issued the refund, but I don't know. I didn't. So that was sent to Mississippi and now being returned from Mississippi. So lesson learned: if you buy something that's in a book that's in a case and a slipcover, make sure that the book inside is what the slipcover is for. That's not what happened. All right, the next one. This is a cool book. This is Charles Adams's Nightcrawlers. Adams Family progenitor, whatever thing, and is that the right word? I hope it was. But the kind of beginning of it, the inspiration for it, I suppose. And this was a first edition with a dust jacket. The dust jacket was pretty messed up, but I thought this would sell actually earlier than it did. I had it for quite a while, and it ended up selling for $45. Most of the ones listed didn't have a dust jacket at all, so I thought even though mine was pretty ripped up, it would add a little value just having it at all. So that went out to California. This next one I've also had for quite a while. All these so far have been Goodwill bins buy, so 33 cents each. This one was a 1943 plain and spherical trigonometry book. And I thought it was kind of cool just because it was used, and it was used by somebody learning plane and spherical trigonometry. So there's little markings all throughout it, and so I thought that was kind of cool. And somebody else must have too, because they paid me $10 for it. Next one, Integral Yoga Hatha. Don't know anything about yoga. Yogi, I got to know a little bit more about him. But this one went off to Massachusetts for $9.95. There was one day there was a bunch of yoga books, so I bought several of them that all together at the Goodwill bins, and this is the only one so far that has sold. The next one was a book of mine from from my teaching days, No More Low Expectations for English Learners, and it was still in like perfect condition. I sold that for $10. I went off to Maryland. All right, the next one was my only not a book sale this week. Bin drop. A couple Saturdays ago, maybe 3 Saturdays ago. They had, this is on Saturday, so it's an $8 day, and I actually got 2. So they had a bag with 2 of these, the little jewelry loop. And so I looked them up while I was in the store, and this Vivosun jewelry loop had sold recently for $40 on eBay, and so there's a bag of 2 of them for $8. So I got it, and I got it home, and I made sure it worked. At least when I pulled it out, the light came on, and the magnifying glass seemed to work. It just felt kind of cheap, and I was surprised that it would sell for $40. But hopefully, whoever bought it knows exactly what they're getting and is not going to be disappointed with it. But it was exactly the one that sold for $40, so I figure I was safe listing it for that same price. And I've got another one here, so hopefully I'll get another $40 for the second one. All right, and then today I sold Torts. Torts? Yes, Torts and composition. I wrote composition, but I don't think here. I haven't shipped it off yet, so I had a Torts and compensation. Got this at the Goodwill, no, at the bin drop. Had it up for $99, but the whole thing is written on like throughout the entire, or highlighted and written on. I mean, almost every single page has something on it. So I put it for $99. Somebody offered me $50. I counted it 60 and they accepted it. So I sold that book right there, which I got for 50 cents. Listed it last night, and I sold it today for $60. Could I have gotten more? I don't know. It's hard to tell. The other ones that were in there were for more, but they may have been better condition and with less highlighting in it. So, and then the next one I did buy it a while back, but I sold it. It was a complete grammar of Esperanto. The complete grammar of Esperanto. Went to a buyer in Florida I had this one up for $30. Had it for quite some time. I got a watcher on it, and so I sent an offer of $25. The watcher came back with an offer of $20.21, and it was at 21 cents it got me. And so I accepted the offer of $20.21. So that brought me to the grand total of $254.66. Average sale, $25.47, and of course I'm including the one that got returned, but it was still a sale. It just happens to be getting returned. So yeah, I had another return also. One of my SIM cards that I've been selling periodically. Somebody said it was missing pieces, and so I offered to send another one to them. And I said, here are the things that is included. It has a SIM card, and it has a little pack with 3 adapters and a little key to help you get the SIM card out. So that's it. So what was missing in yours? And I will happily send you out another one. I took pictures of what's included, and they responded with just, no thank you, prefer the refund. So I don't think anything was missing out of this, but I'll just have to issue the refund, I suppose. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but it's only a $9 sale. So yeah, so that's been my week. I'm going to start listing a lot more. Went to the bin drop today, picked up some pretty good stuff. My son is interested in doing this too, so I gave him a few books to list. He's going to list some things and see how it goes. And yeah, we'll see. So anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and rest of your weekend. And I will hopefully see you sooner rather than later. Adios.